What's up, guys? This is my friend Bailey. You saw him in the last vlog. So today I'm about to do something may or may not be really dumb. So y'all know that I had a Civic, but I sold the Civic. So now I'm looking at something rear-wheel drive. I already had the Focus. It's front-wheel drive. Really didn't need another manual front-wheel drive car. So now we're about to drive 2 hours to Atlanta to go look at something rear-wheel drive and something that might be a lot of fun for us to have and make a few videos on. So let's go. So we ran into an issue. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's kind of raining a little bit. We've got a little bit longer to go. We're not supposed to get there till 7:30 now. When we were originally supposed to get there at like 6:30 to 7-ish. Now it's saying we're gonna get there at like 7:30. It's like the roads are flooded. Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your... Now we're stuck in traffic. Nothing but freaking traffic in Atlanta. Fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your... This is a 2000. Is this it? There it is.
Yeah, this is it. After I got this one, because I ended up getting this one because my MR2, the timing chain blew on it. I wanted to boost one really bad, and I wanted to boost to 1.8.
Yeah.
And not the 1.6.
The paint on this thing is not bad for what it is.
It was a little bit scratched, but I was pleased that they weren't just like bright red.
Yeah.
Actually, it was like the first month that I had this car. The thing is, I've looked a lot into like door cards, like this whole entire thing right here. You can get for like $50, like a fresh black one that covers the entire thing. Yeah, it's like if you go on like...
Those are the new Miata, or newer Miata wheels, right?
Yeah, these are the NB wheels.
That's what I thought.
I didn't have these on here, but these are honestly just a little bit lighter. These tires don't even have 100 miles on them yet, because one of my tires popped and I had insurance, and I wasn't really driving this thing every day, so once I put the tires on, I didn't really drive on them too much.
Does it have any leaks? Does the trunk leak at all?
It is not.
I mean, what I'm really looking for in the car, because you know, I've got the Focus.
That thing is sick, dude. I really want to check that out in a second.
Yeah.
He has, it's like a white Miata, gold wheels, teal roll bar.
I might have seen it. Alright, what's up, guys? It's the next day. I didn't really film too much as far as the day I bought the car, because once we bought it, you know, we had to worry about getting it home, getting insurance on it, and everything like that. So I just wanted to kind of get back, make sure it drove okay, didn't really break the camera out, and it was like a 2.5 hour drive back. So now that I've got the car back, got insurance on it and everything, I was gonna do like a cool edit and everything to kind of introduce the car, because I bought another car that I'll actually enjoy driving besides the Civic. But as you can tell, it's a little nasty outside. Like, my yard's flooding again. So instead of doing that, I figured I'd walk around the car in my garage and just kind of show you some of the perks on it, why I bought it, what interested me in it, and why I really wanted a Miata to begin with. Alright, so here we have a 1991 Mazda Miata. This is the, I guess you'd call it the NA series, and the 2000 up is the NB series. If I'm wrong, correct me. I paid $2,000 for this car, and I feel like I got a pretty good deal on it. The car has a couple of stuff done to it. It was just another younger kid, probably not much older than me or Bailey. But the car was red at one point. You can sort of tell in some places, like here, in the door jambs. So it probably at some point had like a Mako paint job or something. But I mean, for what it is and for what I paid with the car, I have no complaints. The paint is actually really pretty. And it actually shines. I mean, you can tell it's got some shine to it, which I like. This piece right here, he said that he replaced this, but that's new. That's not spray painted. That's just a new part. He added like a chin spoiler and I guess a rear diffuser spoiler thing and an actual spoiler. So there's that on the car. He said like maybe 2 years ago it had a new top put on it, with a glass window, which was pretty cool. And the only issue that it has is this little cut right here that I'm probably gonna sew up and patch, because I mean other than that, it doesn't have any rips or loose points in it. It's got newer Miata wheels on it. They don't seem to be scrubbed, but you can tell that they were powder coated and they could use repowder coating. Because I mean, they're not like scrubbed or abused with the powder coat or paint or whatever it is. It's chipping. And the brake calipers are also painted yellow. I assume it's had new markers put in, because these are clear. These aren't faded. One of the things that really sold me on this car is the body is very straight. There's not really any dents or dings in it. It looks like there might be a little dent right about here, but other than that, it doesn't look like there's really anything on it. So if or when I go to repaint it or wrap it or whatever, we're not gonna have much body work to do. Like maybe a little bit of PDR. I don't know if any of y'all know, I don't know if I said this, but my dad's a body man, so I have access to a shop and I have the knowledge to do it, or access to the knowledge to do it. So I'm not worried about that, but that's really good. That'll save me a lot of money in the long run as far as cosmetic body work goes. So starting off on the interior, the car actually has newer Miata seats from the NB Miata, which is the 2000 up Miata. So that's pretty cool. As far as the shape of them, there's no rips or anything at all. Like even the driver's seat is really good. It has a little bit of wear right here from just like where a back's been resting against it and wore these holes off. But I mean, it's got a couple of stains and whatnot, but as far as the rest of the condition of the interior, or as far as the seats, they're in pretty good shape, which impressed me. So getting into the car does also still have the original Miata floor mats. Personally, I think it's always really cool to see the original floor mats in a car. Not really sure why. I just think usually that's the first thing a lot of people change because it's cheap and it's easy to do. So I think it's cool to see that they're still in there, and this being a 91, I think it's actually really cool that it's still there. The gauge cluster looks like, you can't really tell on camera, but they've got some bubbles in it. Like you can tell like a little bit like right here. They've got some bubbles in it, so somebody might have put like a sticker overlay over the gauges or something, I'm not sure. But looking at the miles, which I'm sure some of you might have already noticed, this car does have 115,000 original miles. That was the main thing that sold me on this car. 115,000 miles for $2,000 on a Miata. Like, that's not a lot. These cars, people drive them until the wheels fall off, and to find a Miata that doesn't have that many miles is absolutely incredible, because they get such great gas mileage. They're so fun to drive around, and people just enjoy having them. I assume original shift boot, original shift knob. It does have an aftermarket radio in it, which doesn't work. Alright, as you can see, we're missing the door speaker covers, and the door panels are a little different. Apparently, these aren't the original door panels, that the guy got some type of board and wrapped it in leather or something, or vinyl, and then just put like all the other stuff back on. And then the car was supposedly broken into, and they tried to take the speakers out of it, which they failed, but they did break the cover off, and so it needs new covers, which kind of sucks. And like, because it's not like a door panel, the window thing is a little loose, so that needs worked on. Josiah, I can see you. Some of the issues that it has right now, AC needs recharge, needs a new heater core. The heater core is leaking. The door panels, the passenger window has issues rolling down. Needs a new master cylinder. It's leaking brake fluid. But other than that, I mean, it's all little stuff that needs work. It's nothing major mechanically. And so I'm really looking forward to building this car and having another car that I enjoy. And it's going to be really difficult to know which one I want to drive for the day, which is a weird feeling. Alright guys, so I think that about sums up the video and everything about the car. I love it. I'm so excited that I actually found it. I found it the day before I bought it. I just happened to get on Craigslist and saw it, and I was like, I offered him $2,000 and I was like, there's no way he's gonna take this, and he took it. And the guy was really nice, so thank you. I know the guy told me he was gonna look up the YouTube channel, so if you found it, thank you for selling me this car. I look forward to doing work on it and showing it off. If you like this car and you like the Focus, please like this video. If you want to see more, please comment and tell me that, and tell me what you'd like to see and what you'd like to happen, and subscribe to watch the videos and follow along as we progress. I've decided to make a couple life changes lately, so hopefully there will be a lot more videos coming out a lot sooner, and I really want to dedicate more time to YouTube and seeing where it takes me and doing things like that, because I really want to develop my passion more for cars. But anyways, that's it. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.